Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and I'm going to do just a quick video that talks about today's trades and to kind of answer some of the questions that I've seen in my last video, because apparently everybody's a genius. I mean, oh my God. You know, the worst part about being on the internet is you have to deal with stupid people. So, what do I mean by that? Well, I got people that sit there and, I don't know how many people. Why don't you do 120 days of back testing? Why don't you do, 180 days of back testing? This doesn't mean anything. Well, let me explain something to you. In this chart right here, perfect example in oil, perfect example in the NQ, and the perfect example in the RTY today is why you can't just take this system and look backwards into, just for extreme purposes, let's say July. Because what has to happen all the time is there has to be constant evaluation of how the market is expanding and contracting and expanding and contracting, so that when you put targets in, you're not doing it where you're just hitting this target right here. I mean, if you want 20 ticks in the RTY, for example, on a 5-minute red line trade, then fine, knock yourself out. But the bottom line is that's not what the trade is necessarily meant for. If you want to actually make the most amount of money, you need to know what the market's been expanding at. And what I'm going to show you today is exactly the settings that I had created Friday in Friday's video, where I showed results and all, and then I showed the results, on Monday or whatever day it was I did, Columbus Day. The exact settings, which were based on the trend of the market for the previous 30 days. Now, just for shits and giggles, what did that prove to me? Well, that proved to me that on a 5-minute red line, 5-minute gold line trade, 5-minute gold line trade, that the market should go from here to here and then roll over. Well, son of a bitch, that's what it did. I didn't adjust these settings at all. These are the exact settings that I came up with from the previous week. So what is that setting? Well, that setting is 50 ticks. So the RTY's 5-minute gold line trades have been running at about 50 tick per contract expansions and contractions. Now, this is actually kind of funny, because I think the one example I have in the NQ is a 5-minute red line, and the one example I have in oil is a 1-minute gold line. This is what I did when I sat here for hours on end and back tested this stuff and optimized this stuff and squeezed the freaking grape as much as I can. If I focused on what was going on in July, then this chart would have been successful, but it wouldn't have been as successful because I would have been pulling my targets in. Because as I've talked about in my videos before, you need to be aware, is the market in a time of year that it's moving, or is in the market in a time of year where it's not moving? What is the follow through? If you guys remember my first videos that I ever did, when I put myself out in the public with my own freaking PA accounts, and I was trading the ES, I was only going for 3 points, because over and over again, that was the max that the market was giving. Even though 3 months before, I was going for 5 points. Okay, you have to adapt to what the market's doing. So what does that mean? Well, that means 5-minute gold line trades are going for 50 ticks. Well, look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. How did that happen? I don't know. It's freaking a miracle. And look at the reversal after that. That's how you end up with, where is it? That's how you end up with $1,000 trade versus say a $400 trade. That's how you end up with $1,000 trade, is to constantly evaluate each instrument and each trade type within that instrument based on recent data to project what you are anticipating the future data is going to be until you see otherwise. Jesus, who the cares what happened in July? Just want to throat punch somebody. I swear to God, everybody's a genius. No, you're not. You don't understand that you cannot just take every type of instrument out there and just back test it ad nauseum, because the market changes. Perfect example, I've said it in this video. Back when oil was selling for $30 a barrel, back in the good days when we had a different president and all that stuff, when we're selling for $30 a barrel, you didn't trade oil. How can you trade oil when a 2% change is 60 freaking cents? Well, why don't we back test to when Trump was president? Because it's not relevant. Oh my God. Anyways, so this is exactly what happened in RTY today. So RTY had a loss right out of the gate. It was a 5-minute red line. Boom at, this is the afternoon. So it didn't even take a trade until the afternoon. I just noticed that. I forgot. I'm forgetting. Anyways, because I had all three of them running at the same time. I had oil, NQ, and RTY running at the same time today. So we got in, got out. Thank God the 5-minute gold line was trailing behind. Boom, we got in, because ironically, the 5-minute red line trade actually worked. It's just we didn't have a big enough stop for it. I mean, it literally got ticked out. There's your stop right here, this dot over here. We literally got ticked out, and then it reversed, and wham. That's the difference. One tick is the difference between this trade being a $1,000 trade and this trade being a $1,000 trade. Either way, it was a $1,000 trade, and we knew to hold on to there. Because of the recent back testing of the 5-minute gold line, expansion and contraction, and how to trail the stops on it. See, here's the stops following it versus other times in the year. Anyways, so I'm going to use another. Let's just go on. This is today, by the way. So why don't we go look at oil? All right, where's oil? Let me pull oil over, and we'll look at that one. Where's oil? Right here. Here's oil. Okay, so we had oil running today, and oil oil started off great. It took a 1-minute gold line at, now remember, these are all based off my current settings, okay, of when the 1-minute gold line's been working recently, okay? Again, if the 1-minute gold line's working in the latter half of the morning recently, then it's most likely going to happen again recently at the same times. Remember the phrase, have you seen this movie before? How come the movies are so familiar? Because you're recognizing the patterns. So anyways, this 1-minute gold line set up, it was actually at 11, the entry was at 11:10. No, the entry was at 11:11 in the morning, and boom. Now here's the key that I want to show you. This was set for 25 ticks. 25 ticks. 25 ticks. Not 20, not 15, 25. Why? Because that's what the market's been showing. What happened after? It rolled back up. Now we took a second one, and then it went down far enough, came back up, knocked out at even. So we had the $500 winner, trade 1, and we had a break-even, trade 2. My point of showing you this is a 1-minute gold line. How did we know to set the target on that 1-minute gold line for 25 ticks instead of 20? Because the back testing recently, not in July, when the freaking thing isn't moving, but recently is 25 ticks. It went by 25 ticks by, hold on here, let's look at it. It went through by 4. Went through by 4 ticks. So we gave up some money there. But we gained 5 on 2 contracts, which is $100 more than the standard that I've normally been using, which is 20 ticks. This is what having this bot that can back test stuff and forward test stuff for me is going to help me with. Okay, me, myself. Anyway, so let's go to the last example. Okay, example. I like examples. These are all just today. This is just today. So the next one is the NQ. So let's go into the NQ. NQ, NQ, NQ. NQ. Oh, yeah. Okay. NQ. So NQ started off with a 5-minute gold line trade that really probably shouldn't have been taken because the market, look at this crap. Look at this crap. Anyways, in here, it passed all the tests and everything. It took the trade. It squeezed the stop. It got knocked out for $100 loss. You know, no harm, no foul. Those of you that trade the NQ know that a $100 loss in the NQ is a blessing. It's a blessing. Anyways, then it rams through the 5-minute red line, rolls up, rolls back down through the 5-minute red line again. Oh boy, a continuation in the market trend, reversal trade, my favorite. So the market's been down, it crosses over, runs back under, and boom. Now we're going back in the exact same direction that the market has already been going earlier in the day. So what did it do? Boom, right there. There's your entry. There's your break even. Here's your trailing stop. And look at that. That right there is the target. Somebody tell me in the comments down below, what happened after we hit that target? What happened? Oh my God, did it reverse? Holy shit. So we got the $1,500 out of that trade with 2 contracts at the target, and it reversed. That's 3 instruments in a row today off of 3 different trade types, the 5-minute gold line, the 5-minute red line, and the 1-minute gold line, that all went to target before the reversal. And where did that come from? It came from the fact that I am back testing the expansion and contraction of the market to do the settings for the bot and the indicator. So what the hell does it matter what was going on in July? If I was using July's data or even testing July's data, all these numbers would make no damn... I can tell you right now, we wouldn't be going for $1,500 on that NQ. Jesus. Anyways, real bad part here. Let me just show you another. Let me show you not a bad part, but I mean, this thing by 1 tick, it didn't pierce the 5-minute red line for another $1,500 trade. 1 tick. 1 tick. The entry would have been here if it had just cleared up 1 more tick. The entry would have been here, and your target would have been right here. Oh well. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. You cannot win them all. Anyways, this one, okay, now here's an example. Here's an example of something I want to show you. So then we had a reset and a pullback and all that good stuff, kind of things I'm looking for. We have a 5-minute gold line trade that's set up. Okay, so what happened with this 5-minute gold line trade? Again, from the back testing, the candle size on this NQ at the time is too large for an entry. Then the next one opened up and closed, and it was 34. Let me expand this out so you guys can see. It was 32.4 based again on that recent back testing, not what the hell was going on in July, but that recent back testing. This is too big. And then guess what? It's inside the overnight open. So the trade is canceled. It's like it never had a chance. But here's the interesting part about all that. This trade never had a chance of happening because the distance from the overnight open to the 5-minute gold line was too far, unless price just kept going until this thing collapsed down further. But anyways, what I do constantly is take the data, run the bot, run it backwards, figure out, this is key, can I expand the candle sizes to make the bot more profitable based off of recent data? And if the answer is yes, then we expand it. If the answer is no, then I look to, do I need to constrict it to based off of current market conditions to optimize profits? There's a lot of things that are going on in this system that are being calculated and thought about. The gap size between, for the space to the left, the size of the candle before the entry, that once you're in, the size of the stop loss, how that stop loss is handled, the size of the target, so that when you do hit one, it looks like that. All right, so one thing. The coder Bob, he had a internet issue. He does live in Colombia. We're spoiled here in America. We're not spoiled with our leadership. We're just spoiled with our lifestyle. So anyways, we're spoiled in this country. So, I calmed everything down and I said, Bob, don't worry about it. I mean, he was going to another town to use other people's internets. Just to get everything done so we can get this thing out. I told him, no, calm the hell down. Calm down. Slow your roll. We're fine. Let's just get everything done. And basically everything's done. I mean, I've got in my system here, I have the customer version of the bot, the customer version of the indicator. I am going to do videos now that his internet's back up and running at his house. He's got them to me. I'm going to be doing videos on how to load those, how to put your templates in, all that kind of stuff, so that you as the user have an enjoyable experience out of the gate. Okay? So I'm sorry it didn't come out on Monday, or I'm sorry, Tuesday. Columbus Day was Monday. I wasn't going to do it Monday anyways. It didn't come out, but we had an unforeseen issue. I told Bob, I said, must be the United States thought you were involved with Hamas and Israel, and they shut down your internet. Anyways, he thought that was funny too. Anyways, so our launch time is going to be Sunday at 5 p.m. Down below this video, I have the link to the actual website. The website is not up and running. I have it closed in construction because I'm not going to open it until we're ready to actually install the system and actually give you the settings and all that stuff. So everything's on hold until Sunday at 5 o'clock. That's when the website goes live. Sunday, whatever day that is, October 15th. And here's the irony about October 15th. Okay. I started this YouTube channel on August 15th last year. So it's come a long way. Not intended either. Not intended either. Seriously. But anyways, but I love every one of you that send me great emails. I mean, I'm glad the emails that I get every day from people that are having success, that are doing it the free way. You don't have to buy the system. Nobody cares if you buy the system or not. The videos tell you how to do this for free. I did have one subscriber email me today. He said he loved the fact that I was showing the bot in the videos because it was it was helping him his confidence because he does this manually and he intends to continue to do it manually, which is great. Okay. I think that's great. I don't care, but the bot's going to be out on Sunday. It's $350 a month. The indicator is going to be out on Sunday and it's $175 a month. And my videos that I'm also going to link, that's just for my video sequence on these trades and all my trade strategies. I'm going to have that below in the video in this video. Those are free, so it doesn't matter either way. And then the next thing I'm going to have running is that I'm going to create soon, because they're already basically done, is the overnight open and the open range break. The overnight open is, wow, woo-wee. I cannot wait to get that one going. It's just going to make my life a little easier to have that, because I'm going to really tighten up the requirements for it. So I'm only hitting the ones that I really want to hit. Not the hopes and the prayers, but the ones that you can see with as clear as the nose on your face that this is an overnight open trade, an overnight open rejection. But anyways, everybody have a good day. Again, Sunday, 5 p.m. That's when the website will go live so that you can get this, either the Autobot or the indicator. I'm probably going to do a video between now and then just showing the two of them also. Okay, everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.